All right, we'd like to welcome Sepp Straka into the interview room here at the RSM Classic. Sepp is making his sixth start of the season and enters the week number 18 in the FedEx Cup standings. Sepp, a place you've made 4 starts here before and obviously played in a few SEC championships here. Just an opening comment on returning to the RSM Classic and Sea Island Golf Club.
Yeah, I love this place. Played junior golf here, played SECs here, and always love coming to this tournament. I've never played well here, but I'm hoping this is my year. I'm looking forward to it. It's always a great place to come to.
And you've had a nice start to the season, obviously a runner-up at the Sanderson Farms Championship. What are you looking to accomplish this week to wrap up the fall and as we enter the next part of the season in 2023?
Yeah, it's always good to get off to a good start. I've always played a lot in the fall, and just the break just seems a lot easier and nicer when you get off to a good start. So looking forward to just one more good week because all the FedEx Cup points matter, and the more you can get early, the easier your scheduling comes.
All right, we'll take some questions out here. If you have a question, we'll get a microphone to you. We'll start with Gary right here.
Hey, Sepp. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Talk about read about how your family moved back to Valdosta, but what kind of a culture shock was it to go from Austria to Valdosta? What kind of adjustments did you and your brother have to make?
Yeah, it was big. The school's very different, but we had spent a decent amount in South Georgia. My mom's side of the family is in South Georgia, so we always went and visited them. So we kind of knew what we were getting into, but yeah, the difference is huge, mostly in the school side.
Okay, and your dad designs what?
He's an architect.
Architect. What is he? Buildings, homes?
Yeah, just about everything.
Okay.
Mostly in Vienna, there's a lot of old buildings, so he would kind of redo a lot of those, yeah.
Okay. And then finally, you talked a little bit about, your experiences here, junior golf, college golf, and as a professional. I know the points are the same and the money's pretty good, so, everybody's going to take this seriously, but is there a different vibe here being the end of the calendar year? There's a little bit of a break. Is it in any way more relaxing for you, and maybe do you think for other players to come here?
Yeah, I think just coming to this place is more relaxing because Sea Island's an awesome place. It's beautiful, great golf courses, and I've spent a decent amount of time here. A lot of my friends live here, so yeah, I think it definitely is a little more relaxing. But come Thursday, I think everybody's going to be just as focused as ever and trying to play a good tournament.
Over on the left to Kevin.
How are you, Sepp?
Hey, Kevin. Good. How are you?
Good. So when you think of kind of how you are now established as a PGA Tour player and the things you do and your routine into a week as opposed to a rookie season, what are kind of the things that are different in how you feel just as a player and how you approach a week in general from when you come out as a rookie?
Yeah, I think you hit it. The routine is a huge difference. When I came out, I didn't really know what I was doing. I would just come out and hope my game was good, and if it was good, if not, and probably wouldn't be so good. But now it's a lot more structured. I've got a couple of guys that help me out with my short game and my swing, and they come out a lot. So kind of structuring time around that and just making sure I'm sharp, kind of going into Thursday.
Is that different in any way in terms of working with certain people than when you were on the Korn Ferry Tour? Like, when you were on that tour, were there less people around, or were you still talking to people? Was it more remote? Kind of how does that differ on the PGA Tour than when you were on the PFT?
Yeah, it's very different. On the Korn Ferry, it's hard to travel. You can't pay people to travel with you and help you out, so I'd say access to your coaching is a lot limited. So yeah, in your off weeks, you're kind of working more around going to see your coaches and kind of sharpen up during your off weeks. So, and it's kind of constant out here because coaches travel a lot, and it's not very big changes, but just staying sharp is a lot easier when you have that constant second view.
So, last tournament of the season, has there been a moment or memory that stood out to you?
Playing the Masters. Yeah, that was a lifelong dream come true. Also, there's so many. The whole season was kind of a dream come true. You know, playing the 150th Open at St. Andrews was amazing. My brother on the bag there, so yeah, I mean, there's just so many tournaments that I've always kind of dreamed of playing and was able to play last year that really were dreams come true.
Got a question from Adam in the back.
Can you name the coaches that you're working with?
Yeah, John Tillery on full swing and Tim Yelverton on short game.
What did you take from the experience of being in the playoff in a FedEx Cup event?
Yeah, it was my first playoff, so definitely drew a lot from that. You know, I realized things just happen really quickly. You know, you finish, you sign your scorecard. Next thing you know, you're on the tee box hitting your tee shot, and things just kind of moved pretty quick in that one. And then obviously the playoff I was in a couple months ago against Mackenzie at the Sanderson didn't work out either, but I definitely felt a lot more calm, kind of knew what to expect. So anytime you can kind of put yourself into situations that you haven't been in, I think it's just huge learning experiences, whether they go your way or not.
What'd you do with the trophy that you did win?
It's in my house, yeah. Trophy case. It's got one or two in it right now. I got a Corn Ferry in there too. So, but yeah, hoping to grow that a little bit.
And when did you start feeling a little more comfortable out here, like you do belong?
I'm still working on it. Yeah, it's just a work in progress. You just keep trying to get better, and I'd say my kind of the summer of my rookie year is when I started kind of getting more comfortable with going to the bigger tournaments, you know, and that's kind of when I started getting more comfortable with just being on the PGA Tour and that being a reality. It takes a little while to sink in.
Gary?
Sepp, I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern here in your career. You wanted Honda, difficult conditions, difficult golf course. You had a good week at Riviera the week before. Played well at the Players, again with some adverse weather conditions. Monday finish. You've played well at Hartford. You've played well in Memphis. You've played well at Hilton Head. Is playing at a difficult course where you really have to drive the ball accurately, is that play into your game in any way? Why do you think that you've played at Eastlake too? Why do you think you've played so well on these tougher courses?
Yeah, I definitely think when I'm playing my best, my driver is very accurate. I'm generally a very accurate player, so left-right is not a big problem to me when I'm playing well, and I think that definitely plays into my hand. Those courses where it's pretty tight, and but you're still having to hit a lot of drivers because my driver is, you know, obviously you can get off some, but when I'm playing my game, that's probably one of my biggest strengths.
Kevin?
Sepp, is there a moment you can pinpoint when you felt like I'm comfortable on the PGA Tour when you think back to your progression?
Not a specific moment. It kind of came on an extended period of time. I'd say the summer of my rookie year, I started playing a lot of tournaments, started getting in a lot of tournaments, seeing some bigger guys, got to play with some bigger names, and that's when I kind of more realized that I was playing out here, and it definitely felt a little more comfortable. So, yeah, somewhere in that summer stretch where I played a bunch of tournaments in a row and just kind of got used to playing out here.
And I know Bryce Garnett, you guys have been close for a while. What was it like seeing him kind of go back to the Corn Ferry Finals and get through that and get his good status back, and just what's it been like being out here with him?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, he's been kind of a mentor to me back on the Corn Ferry. He lives in Valdosta where I went to high school, and have a lot of family, and so I get to see him a lot off the course too. And yeah, he's just a stand-up guy, just a great guy. And seeing him go back there, I knew he was playing well going into those finals events, and so I knew he'd have a pretty good chance of getting his card. And to go down there and do it, and have him back out here is awesome. Selfishly for me, I get to spend more time with him.
What are your thoughts that starting next year there will be 5 cards and ties at Q School for the PGA Tour, so there will be some direct access to this tour from Q School?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. When I came out from college, they didn't have that yet anymore. I think it was a couple of years where we had been just for Corn Ferry cards, but it's cool. It gives guys a chance to just kind of leapfrog the Corn Ferry. I think the Korn Ferries was huge for preparing me to play professional golf. I was definitely not ready to be out here when I finished school, but yeah, I mean, guys are coming out of college a lot more ready, I'd say. That's what I've seen even since I've graduated, and yeah, it'd be a nice jump start for a lot of guys.
And lastly, for me, any off-season plans, any Georgia games or trips or anything that you're looking forward to doing?
Yeah, going to the SEC Championship now that we've locked that up, and then going to Austria for a couple of weeks, which will be awesome because I haven't been there in a couple of years, and yeah, it'll be a good time.
All right, Sepp, those are all the questions we have. We appreciate your time and best of luck this week.
Thank you.